here's a weird one. Clemson, Kentucky in the Gator Bowl. Clemson's a 5.5-point favorite in this game. I believe it's dropped to 4.5 now. Ray Davis is playing for Kentucky. Phil Moffa and Will Shipley are playing for Clemson. But outside of the running backs, the star running backs, there's some of the more talented players not there for Clemson. Jeremiah Trotter, Nate Wiggins, Rook Orohoro off not on the defense because they have opted out. Xavier Thomas is playing. Mm-hmm. But Devin Leary, here's an interesting stat. So Kentucky's quarterback, Devin Leary, 3 games against Clemson while at NC State. Now, granted, I just mentioned that Clemson's not a full-strength defense here, but never had better than 5.7 yards per attempt. And he threw for 4 touchdowns in the 2021 game, but it took 44 attempts to get 238 yards. Not an efficient game, but it was tough. He got sacked a lot. This will be interesting to see him. Can he exercise those demons?
Yeah, Kentucky's just had a hard time offensively until they played Louisville, which always seems to figure out their offense. They've had a hard time offensively all season. Listen, I understand a lot of that really good Clemson defense, and it is a really good Clemson defense. Isn't at this game, but I'll take a really low scoring game, and I'll even grab Clemson. Those points are a little scary. You think in a low scoring game, it could be 14-10. It could be 17-13 or something like that. But I'll ride the Clemson defense. I'll ride the fact that they have a few more offensive pieces there. I'm not really sure who's playing wide receiver for Clemson these days.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens when they show up. But I'll ride with Clemson in this game. Interesting thing about Clemson in this game, too, also, the number right in front of me, they still have a chance to get ranked in the final AP poll. I think if they win this game, they were right at the right others receiving, and I could probably make an argument that they should have been ranked already. I think if they win this game, they slip in, and I believe that would be 13 or 14 straight years that they finished ranked. Only Alabama is better over that span, or has a longer current streak. So Clemson has something to play for. They seem to be playing better at the end of the season. I'll go with a Clemson team that I just have a little more faith in because Kentucky's offense seems so glitchy all season.
Yeah, that's the thing. Clemson seems to have figured some stuff out. And I think even though they lost some players like Bo Collins is gone, he's going to Notre Dame. He's one of their receivers. I do think that they've got a core group that seems like they know what they are now. Mm-hmm. And Kentucky, like you said, kind of funky other than the Louisville game. It just, they've had games where they put it all together, but a lot of that was against teams that could not withstand them on the ground. I think Clemson will be able to control them a bit on the ground. Yeah. So
even without some of their dudes, I still like that Clemson defense.
Yeah, they still have good players. They have not stopped recruiting well at Clemson. He doesn't use the portal, but he still recruits good high school players. So
right, and some of them were playing even as freshmen this year. So
yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Just a reminder, subscribe to this channel right here so you never miss an episode of Andy Staples on 3. And oh, by the way, watch all the other great videos on the On3 Sports YouTube channel.